All right, my question too is, what excites you lately?
Oh, you know, just when I think I have to dig back into more mediums and try more things, I've completely fallen back in love with watercolor. And it just keeps going deeper and deeper. And my work is getting simpler in what I'm expressing, getting more towards the abstract. And I see much more looseness developing. I'm shedding some of that mechanical stuff as I go, and a lot of it. I took a year-long mentorship with Tom Schaller, and was phenomenal. He is such a good teacher, and he taught his his core four things, and they actually apply outside of watercolor to every medium. I mean, the guy is just a master at watercolor, but really turning me on my head about thinking about why am I painting this? What's driving me? What's the intent? And then value heavy, very values more important than color. And just really started to make me go back and look, and I'm starting to re-examine old paintings and wanting to paint them again in a different way in the same medium. So I'm excited about watercolor still.
I can see why. I've watched it veer into the abstraction border, and it's stunning.
And it's actually, once you get out there, then you know how to bring it into the representational world, which I've seen you do a million times. It's so well.
Thank you. I don't know. It just happens. So
Well, that's the best thing about painting is that you almost start and let yourself get out of the way of the painting. When it's going really well, it's I used to be on, like, when I got onto autopilot, that's when the bad things happened, that I would lose my connection to it and I would just start making bad decisions. But I found later as a painter that getting to that flow moment now is very different. I'm I know what I want to do, where before I didn't know what I want to do, and that wandering around was the duck that looks serene on the top and is paddling like crazy underneath. Now, and this is again goes back to Tom, is that I have a very firm idea of what I want to paint and where I want to go. And because I have a plan, we've talked about this before actually, about when I have a plan, it allows me to be in the moment as a painter. And that's where my looseness came from, a structure that I needed.
yeah, yeah, I can see that. And also, do you think the volume at which you paint and the dedication with which you do it allows you to relax and loosen up?
Absolutely. I'm not afraid of any paper anymore. I I paint in front of four classes a week, 50 weeks a year. So I've lost any, and they're all standing around me, peppering me with questions while I paint. So that is, yes, it's made me much more comfortable while I paint.
That's fantastic. Just the repetition, which so many artists I think are not willing to devote the time to. Just
Yeah,
repeat, repeat.
the miles on the brush.
Yeah, just
Yeah, yeah. It is really true. You got to get 1,000 bad paintings out of your system before you know what kind of painter you're going to be.
I'm writing that down. You say 1,000. I was told 400, so maybe I've got a ways to go.
Well, I upped that number when I realized that I was making just 250 a year just in classes.
Right. Yeah. Nice. Well, I'm glad you're excited by watercolor. And it's
Doesn't mean I'm not playing with other stuff, but I've really been reinvigorated with the watercolor again.
it shows in your work. It really does. Yeah.
Thanks. All right, number two for me coming up.
Yep.
All right, this kind of segues into your last question. So, in the years that I've known you, I've been amazed by the combinations of mediums and substrates that you use, all of them very well. Is there a home base for you that you return to when you're feeling tired or frustrated and you want to work with materials that you feel are an old friend? Or does the subject or style drive the choice of medium?
Oh, that's a good question. I guess I don't feel like any of them feel like an old friend yet. They all feel like an adventure.
Okay.
And since I am inspired by being uncomfortable, not by being comfortable. If I'm comfortable, the work is uninspired. It's just meh. So I have to have a
Hmm.
little bit of a challenge. And so by rotating mediums, rotating styles, rotating abstraction, figurative, fantasy, pen and ink, all, oils, all the thing, it just keeps me engaged. And if I fell into an old friend, I think it would just become decorative.
Gotcha. Okay.
But that's me. That's how it works for me.
Hmm.
Um,
Interesting.
I guess pen and ink is something I've come back around to. That's how I started, and now I'm back in that again, kind of. But that's because of Yupo. I just love pen on Yupo. So it's
Ask 9 artists, ask 10 artists, 9 of them will go, Yupo, no way. And you're like,
exactly
bring me Yupo.
bring me the Yupo. Yeah. So, but good question. No, I'm definitely more comfortable being uncomfortable.
I have to work my way into new stuff.
Well, you like structure.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Whereas I like just give me a blank canvas. I will structure and I have structured and I do structure, but give me a blank.
Yeah, it's just it's in a different place in your process.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
you can't paint without coming to a realization of where you want to take it. It's just that you start from a more open position.
I do. And I credit the hiking for that because when we started hiking set trails with a destination and a turnaround, and now we look for things that have wanderability.
Hmm.
And so the excitement starts when you begin to wander and you don't know where you're going to go. And then eventually you figure out, oh, that's where I'm going. And then the journey back becomes, wow, this is how we got there. So
Hmm.
the painting has become like that.
As a kid, I grew up on a mountain in New York, and we had a trail that leads to the Appalachian Trail that was right by our house and took us to the top of the mountain. And we would take the first part of the trail, and invariably in the summertime, me and 2 of my buddies and my brother, we'd go, let's bushwhack our way back. So we just turn and pick a direction, and we'd get home, we'd be like full of stickers and brambles and bloody shins and a giant bag of blueberries, but we made our own trail on the way back. So yeah, I started from structure on the trail and then broke off after that.
So true to form.
Yeah, I'm kind of predictable.
Yeah, that's all right.